removes the Cassante possibility for Keen in a game 5. As Faker's game 4 pick, it is Control Mage and a Control Mage with the Hui.
This is what
Scrappy here early on, not as much as we saw in the previous game, but Canyon thinking about getting involved here in the mid lane. 2 immobile Control Mages. Faker's got to try to run. The flash chomp from Canyon. Power Siphon sets it up. Canyon knocks it down. King's Tribute, you get a nice surge of healing after you take down one of these large targets. Back in mid lane, the trades back and forth. And with Chovy using the Void Storm, the Arcane Storm, to just get a little bit of extra tempo over Faker here. Make sure he's keeping that pressure up.
Going to be able to stay safe up on that top side. Worried about a potential look for grubs, but Dorian going to get the bad news. Canyon's here.
Yeah, Canyon's ready to chase after the Cassante. They don't want to allow him to get good all-out value, but Doran does it anyway. Canyon, he's caught out of position. The Impale has him stuck, but he stays alive with a little bit of extra healing. Canyon getting away for now. Super Mega Death Rocket can't finish the job as Doran stays alive. Canyon's the one closest to death. Owner still chasing, throws another rock, but it won't matter. Somehow, nobody dies.
Exchange of flashes in the top lane as T1 also tried to make a play in mid. Chovy was being threatened by Carrier, the knockup that comes through from the Tahm Kench, and ultimately this builds up towards
kill on the jungler feels bad in the moment, but it feels good enough to get the objective as Owner's making his way into the top side. Ishtal's impact slams Keen into the wall, and Doran with some footwork.
Hovering around top once more. It does make sense to try and funnel some resources into Keen. Can they really pull this off?
The all-out is ready to go again. Doran outplaying it last time around, and he's ready to go again, all out. Keenan in a little bit of danger, but Canyon looking to burst him down in time. Doran drops, and Keen stays alive. Owner and Faker wanted to show up, but they can't get there, and it means that Gen.G...
And so immediately they look to put the pressure on. Topside, Gen.G trying to cross map. Keen trying to hold this wave.
Yeah, Keen really doesn't want to give away the first turret this early, especially when his team's looking to put the damage into the top side. Tier 1, Keen holding on, but the final rocket finds the target. T1 now trying to get a kill onto Keen. Carrier gobbles him up. Gumayushi shoots him down. T1 tie up the kills.
Your meal is served. Carrier and Owner serving up Keen on a silver platter.
Gumayushi is being accelerated. The feats of
Drake to 1. For both sides here, as Canyon's going to start up the Herald on his own. T1 still looking for control over the mid wave. They'll push it up slightly faster, but Ruler can easily clear the minion right after. Carrier jumps in on an abyssal dive, and Gen.G's ready to fire back. Carrier in danger, trying to pop the thick skin. Stays alive for now, but Ruler jumps in. Feet of Warfare going to be claimed by Gen.G, and T1 picked the wrong moment. Gen.G were ready to absorb the engage. They'll take the kill, they'll take the feat, and they'll take themselves the Herald.
Duro so quick to re-engage off of Carrier trying to make a play on the map. Duro takes a chunk of damage. T1 trying to contest his tower.
Spiraling Despair on Ruler. He's got to flash away to stay alive. Keen putting a little bit of pressure onto Doran now as Chovy makes his way back into the fight here too. Gumayushi low on health, low on mana. Doran, footwork over the wall, barely stays alive. Gen.G will not allow T1 anything more.
The feats are going to be decided by the next objective here. This game's so tense right now. Herald summoned up here. Gen.G going to be able to likely knock this tower down, but T1 still staying around, seeing if there's any possibility to at least stop the Herald from charging.
Might just give it away. They're going to focus on the tier 2 in the top lane instead. They want to build the gold lead that will now balloon to over 2,500. It will be the feats claimed by the side of T1. The Infernal Drake is theirs. 2-1 on the Drake count. The extra magical boots in their pockets. Or on their feet. Being weak early as it stacks has kind of passed. The item will still have plenty of value once he gets all of those. And especially considering the last game, the 0 kills, 0 assists. Chovy's having a great time here now. A little more damage is all they need on Doran, but Carrier gets him out alive. You can't say the same thing for the turret as Gen.G take another objective. It's 4 turrets to 1. T1 seeing if there's anything they can find after, but for Duro, it's an easy grand entrance back of the wall. Ruler slammed in. Owner goes for the Impale, but there's no backup. T1 desynchronized, and Owner has to use...
Gen.G looking fierce here in game 4.
They really are, and Owner, their kind of uncharacteristic mistake, he has been so steady, so stalwart. T1 should be able to grab this tower in the mid lane, but you know, even if the extra members weren't there from Gen.G, you spend the ulti on Ruler, try to move in and contest vision if they want to do it.
T1 still playing cautiously here.
Look at
as
mids.
their mid laner is over in the mid lane. Duro looking to make a move onto Faker. He finds the grand entrance with a quickness, and Ruler puts bullets through Faker's heart. Gen.G with a kill on the enemy mid laner now has control.
Duro has been fishing for so many picks, and he finally finds one onto the mid laner of T1. Faker is caught. Gen.G have the numbers advantage, and they're looking to take everything from T1's jungle.
They're going to start by stealing away the red buff. They're going to continue by putting down vision control. They are going to pressure in a 5v4 situation. A TP about to show up as the gravity well welcomes Doran to the battlefield. Duro stunned up into the wall. Grand exit right back over. Doran goes all out. Ton of damage on the team. He's going to get killed. Ruler ready to get excited. Ton of damage on the T1, and they're all getting evaporated. T1 are washed from the rift, and Gen.G crashed down like a tidal wave.
Punished by the Gen.G solo laners. They got so much damage down onto him. Again, Owner spent the ult on only Duro. They can't even kill him during it. As soon as
they'll try to get something on the other side of the map, claim the tier 1 turret, but they won't get a chance. Chovy's already there. Canyon will take the Drake. Super mega, nearly 2,000 gold over his counterpart. Gen.G will start the objective. T1 are going to see it there with the severing bolt over the wall. They're going to scramble to try to get into range, but immediately Faker is already targeted. Duro with a beautiful start to the fight. Nobody on T1 dead yet. As Owner over the wall, looking to try to engage. Super mega death rocket finds a target. Ruler's still alive, but Doran's going after him. The Baron down to 2,000. Chovy's already on a rampage. Guma dies. T1 die. Gen.G hold the smoking gun, and they're marching down mid lane with Baron.
A phenomenal team fight for Gen.G as they weather the pressure of T1. They set their sights on the Nexus, and they're looking to bring us to Game 5.
Faker is alive, but he stands alone. Gen.G with a 5-man push. They dive Faker, they ace T1, and they guarantee us one final game. Gen.G tie up the series. We're going to Game 5.